Hello, and welcome to Living Simply and Fun. I'm Aaron, and I'm going to be doing a recipe today, cooking. It is Valentine's Day. This is a standard roasting pan, very well used. I cook in this at least 3 times a month, it seems. And this is a leg of lamb already out of the plastic to make things a little simpler here. It's a roast, and it's boneless, too. At least I thought it was boneless when I bought it. So, now, this netting. Some people wonder, do I leave it on when I cook the roast? When you do it in the oven, you can leave the netting on. If you have a rotisserie, I believe you can leave the netting on. I don't know for a fact on that, but if you do it on a grill, you have to remove the netting. So, now, this I just used so that the blood would drip in there, and that way it doesn't all go in the roasting pan. And then I'll put that aside. Clean my hands a little. Alright. Now, our roast is in the pan. Now, while you're doing this, you want to preheat your oven to about 400 degrees. I heat this. And I wasn't entirely prepared, but it doesn't hurt. Okay, and this is a little souffle cup. I love these things. They come in so handy. In the last couple recipes, I should have used them, and I did not. So there's a little oil, and where did I put my brush? See, I don't have my tools out here. It's got to be in here because that's a nasty brush. Okay, I can't find my brush. It's not. Alright, I'm having complicated. Oh, here it is. Sorry. I was a little ill prepared for starting this, but anyways, standard brush. Take it, dip the oil in it. This is to keep it from like really scorching and all that stuff. You'll also, like a cake pan or whatever, want to grease the bottom of the pan and the sides a bit. Pick up your meat, get underneath.
Just wanted to say to all of you viewing this, it is a well-loved roasting pan.
Yes. And then, whatever oil you have left, you can pretty much put in there. And this is where it comes to seasoning. There are several ways you can season a lamb. I usually don't do much seasoning at all because I like the flavors too much to have something kind of interfere with the flavors. However, you can use salt and pepper as our standard. You can put, pepper, thyme, onion salt, or garlic powder, onion powder. I am going to do a little black pepper over this, though. And I like these little containers because I don't have a pepper grinder, and, you get nice, fresh, ground black pepper when you do this. Now, I could rotate it as I do this, but I'm just doing the top because I don't want it overly peppery. And I don't like salt much, neither does Rita, so...
I don't like salt because it's, bad for the heart, and I try to live healthy.
And even though I said I don't usually season much, I'm going to put some thyme on here, too. And we're doing this for Valentine's Day, but you could do this for Easter, too.
Would you like to speak about Easter for a second? About the traditional meal?
And lamb is the traditional meal for Easter, as I always heard it growing up. Anyways, there's enough seasoning on there, enough thyme and enough black pepper. And this should be pretty good. You can always throw some garlic cloves in here or some cut onions. To me, if I threw a cut onion in here, because there's no water for it to cook in. It'll dry out really bad. It would just be for flavor, so you'd kind of toss that in all the garlic instead of eating that. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven. I got to move down the... Oh, go ahead. Oh, no, I don't need to move it down, but I'm going to move it down more. I always forget to move my racks before I get cooking. Anyways, you just set it in the oven as this. 20 pounds roughly, or 20 minutes per pound. This is 5 pounds. So this is going to take about 2 hours and 10 minutes to cook. And we're currently around 220 right now. So that's going to have it ready about 4:30, 4:40 or so for us. So I'll see you back then at the time in which this is done. And I don't know if you can see the oven, but there, it just went in. And there's some steps to do at the end of this, and I will fill you in on those at that point.
Are you going to show them just because it's Christmas or Easter or Valentine's Day about how to make the other things, the wedges, which would be cool?
I will probably do those as a different video. Because I'm going to be making cabbage wedges, which are good for St. Patrick's Day. To go with cabbage, and we just got a cabbage a head of cabbage, so thought I'd do those, and I was going to do a green bean casserole too, and I don't think we've ever done videos on those, so
no, we have not.
I suppose it might be a video day of making cooking videos, but I know how lamb is. I've talked to several people who are like, I've never cooked a lamb before. It's simple. It's just like prime rib. Honestly, prime rib is pretty simple. The thing is remembering cooking times and cooking temperatures. They're not printed on the pack.
Oh,
and
you want me to set the timer?
Yes, please do, for 2 hours.
All right.
So, anyways, I will see you back when this is about ready. In fact, I'll see you back when I pull it out. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, and welcome back to my video on lamb. And I'm going to show you what it looks like now that I pulled it out of the oven. 1 second here. And this is how our lamb looks. And that actually looks really good. And I'll show it to you once it's all cut up and on a plate too to finish off the video. So this cooked for 2 hours and 20 minutes, and while this is actually sitting, because I'm going to actually put a lid on this, and then I'm going to let it set while I'm cooking the green bean casserole and the roasted cabbage wedges. That way it's got time to finish cooking. Some people don't know it, but meats oftentimes will continue to cook once they're out of the oven because of the internal temperature of the meat. So, alright, I will show you the final result in a plate to end this video. And hello and welcome back. I'm going to do this part of the lamb roast now. I thought about it after doing the last video. I should show you how to cut this. No, you don't cut it with scissors. I'm going to go ahead and remove the netting here, because obviously you don't serve it with the netting. And this netting is very greasy. And you don't want it to pull from the meat, so... because it gets embedded in there pretty well. And you don't really want to lose any of that skin. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and rinse my hands real quick. And the next thing you need is a meat fork. Like that. And if you have a slicer, that's nice. This was a gift to me from my grandmother. And it's got a... I think it was affordable. Oh, the juices are good in this. And for now, I'm only going to cut 4 slices of this. But there, you can have a look at how it's cooked. There's no pink left, no cold spots. It's a nice, good lamb roast. And this came out absolutely perfect. So, thank you for tuning in. You get to see the finished product, how it looks inside and everything. And it's simple to make. There really isn't too much to it. It just depends on what seasonings you want to put on top, as I did, black pepper and thyme. And you can use just about anything, garlic. Make a garlic rub if you want, black pepper and garlic. It doesn't really matter. So, I just like the thyme and garlic, black pepper. Should have done some garlic, though. Anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more cooking videos in the future. Add and subscribe and all that stuff. And, there you go. One final good close look. And thank you for watching.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, happy Easter, or whatever day you're happening to do this on. Have a happy day.